battle. If you do survive, bring back dinner. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to One Piece, the live action remake on Netflix. We're on season 2, episode 4, which is called Big Trouble in the Little Garden. In the last episode we had, which I think was probably the most fun episode of the season so far, we had the epic battle scene with Zoro versus 100 people, and it was just great to watch. We also got introduced to properly introduced to the new cast/crew member of the Going Merry, which is Miss Wednesday. We got to hear about her story and why she's joining the crew going forward. And we also got to know a little bit more about Baroque Works, kind of what's going on there. We know now that Mr. Zero is very intent on getting his hands on Miss Wednesday, so that's going to add another level of complexity to our group's situation. But yeah, we ended up leaving that island, and now the crew kind of has what they need to kind of continue on, at least at this point in their journey. That in Nami having that new navigation device, and of course the knowledge that Miss Wednesday has as someone who's lived beyond the Grand Line and been there a lot longer than they have. So I'm excited to see what this episode brings. Let's jump in. But just before I do, a reminder to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be aware of when I drop episodes. All right, out of the way, let's get into the episode right now.
I'm impressed you all managed to escape.
Thank you.
Sunday.
Who's Miss All Sunday?
Her.
Dangerous. There's no need for that. If I were here to kill you, you'd already be dead.
She ain't lying.
How is it Princess Vivi today?
It's none of your damn business every day.
Quite unfortunate for you, your log post is set to an island called Little Garden. The dangers there will likely be your demise.
Likely. That means there's still a chance.
I'm here with an offer.
Just assume everyone's got good reflexes.
Sail to a remote island, avoiding any trouble you'd undoubtedly be facing from Little Garden or my.
We don't run from danger, even though we should.
I can guarantee your safety.
But
Great.
why?
And it's settled.
Right? That is a very black response.
I won't offer twice.
Luffy staying hidden is not quite part of the plan. Plus, Vivi gotta go home. Luffy says we don't negotiate with pirates.
You may think you're unstoppable. Monkey D. Luffy. But your friends
Why does she say his name like that?
aren't made of rubber. Good luck.
There's a boat there, guys. It's fine. She's taking devil fruit. She can't go swimming. Relax. She's badass, though. She disarmed y'all in less than a minute. That's crazy. I know she didn't do anything to Luffy, though. I wonder if her powers work against other devil fruit users.
They won't stop until we're all dead.
Maybe we were a little hasty. with
Again, the black
everything
response.
we're
He's like, someplace we can go and not die?
But what if I did?
Yeah. Can't decide for everybody.
Why is he the only one taking this threat seriously?
Thank you.
Works doesn't scare us.
Should.
Many of them have devil fruit powers.
You don't need to worry. I'll protect you. Don't lie
Okay,
to the
calm down.
But I won't stay and let them come for the rest of you. When we get to Little Garden, I'll find my own way to Alabasta.
Yeah, Luffy don't work like that. Once you're part of the crew, you're part of the crew. That's a lifelong thing, girl. Ooh, Little Garden looks nice. Can we set up a little vacay spot here? I feel like maybe it's just misunderstood, except for the piranha I just saw fly in the water. It's fine. It's fine.
So it's uncharted. It's probably uninhabited.
That is not a good assumption to make.
I'm starving.
Well, it's a good thing
Always.
that the pirate lunches are packed and ready for exploring.
Packed lunches. Yay. Looks like curry.
We can't wait to see what you have in store for us!
You know, maybe they would have left you alone, but now that you've gone and waken everybody up. Exactly.
The island heard me!
Sounds so big.
The fact they immediately got nauseous. He is our spirit animal.
Whoever kills dinner wins. You're on.
Now, Kith.
You coming?
Vivi's like, my survival instincts are telling me this is a very bad idea.
Luffy.
Oh, not mosquitoes. Y'all gonna get the malaria. Right? Again, his black spider sensors are saying the last thing you want to do in a place that's been called dangerous is split up. Never goes well. It's not edible.
Like these in books before, but they're supposed to be extinct.
Maybe on your side of the Grand Line.
Went this way.
Zero in the head is
Went
cute.
that way. You questioning my hunting skills?
Skills like you have any.
Ooh, can y'all really just put it away?
When Luffy turned Emerald Sunday's offer, he put you all in danger.
He does that.
I actually don't know how to put it into words, but when you see it, you see it.
Well,
Ow!
you didn't see that.
Where's Usopp?
See what I mean?
Keep Luffy out of trouble.
I wonder what's this way. Guys, come on!
You really should put a leash on him. He's like one of those kids, you know, when you're back in the day, those little toddlers, you had to put them harnesses on them because they just run everywhere. That couldn't be unclean water.
Yes, Luffy. I've seen berries. Are you sure those are edible?
Well, he does have an iron stomach. Maybe it's part of his devil fruit power.
I've definitely never seen anything like this.
It's a dinosaur.
It's prehistoric.
Looks like a brontosaurus.
This has stayed untouched for thousands of years.
Well, clearly not. Miss All Sunday knew you were where it was.
Find one.
Did you not hear her just say untouched, Luffy? Okay.
Do you even know what we're looking for?
Well, I mean, judging by these tracks that say the animal has pretty sizable claws,
It's a dinosaur.
pirates and animals behave differently
Do they?
most of the time.
Thank you.
How much finesse did it take to get tied up in Whiskey Peak, huh?
I was about to escape them for you.
What's this about both of you being hunters and trackers?
You know, baking and cooking are entirely different culinary disciplines. With
They are, actually. Baking is a science. Now that you're the hunted, what y'all gonna do? Really? You thought kicking it in the face? Okay, you know what? It's his main thing. It's fine.
What are you doing?
Staying out of danger, of course.
I know you're scared.
I'm not scared.
Cautious.
Potentially dangerous and uncharted islands.
Didn't we set out to sea to have adventures like this?
Safe adventures.
But that Baroque works lady knows something about this island we don't. You heard her. Good luck.
What is that?
I don't know.
But it's convinced me I should stay right here. Exactly. Hi, Gimli. Glowing.
Do you have any ale?
Bro, I don't think we would ever make enough to satiate your thirst. Oh, the way he's like, it's over there. Take what you need, bro. Take what you need. I'm cracking it like a beer.
You know what I like after a good drink?
Hopefully a nap.
Lunch.
Our chef's not on board. I mean, Luffy at least found the herbivores of the species.
I'm gonna view the whole island up here. You got to see.
That is helpful.
Really don't.
I think you should. Luffy said we ain't doing this ever again. You may as well enjoy it.
How can you enjoy this?
Because he's
The
present.
Redbirds are hunting us down and
He's always
having fun
present.
riding a dinosaur.
Exactly.
My loyal duck companion back home is named Karoo.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever met a princess either. You live in a castle?
Racking up the new experiences.
You eat lots of fancy food?
The palace chef will make you whatever you want, any time of day.
If you're a royal.
You can get ice cream sundaes at 3 in the morning?
No, I'm not a child. I just need to get home.
You will.
You see how Luffy made you forget all about your troubles even for 5 minutes? That is the gift of being present. Luffy's like, yeah, Baroque works after us, but they're not here right now, and they're not riding a dinosaur like we are, so may as well enjoy the moment. Why would you hurt it? That's endangered.
I've never cooked a dinosaur before.
I've never killed one before. Big day for both of us.
Facts.
I killed this dinosaur.
You think you killed a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a kick?
Let him believe it.
You see that?
A flesh wound, maybe, okay? But here is where my kick made impact.
Can we just call it a joint effort and call it a day? No? Is it a baby? You are marked for death. Oh no. Kenya's got such a cute smile. That's the downside of him playing this role. He doesn't smile much.
Who dares steal my rations?
That part.
Humans don't tend to survive long on Little Garden.
I wonder why.
Because they get eaten by giants.
Right?
You can distract him with one of Captain Usopp's tales of bravery.
Right? There can't be that many storytellers on this island.
Along.
Embellish away.
Beautiful.
Are you Interested in weapons?
I am now.
Tell me, how did you defeat this beast?
Yeah.
Well,
Leave out no details.
there wasn't a structure left standing. That's how I got the nickname
What is it now?
Lord of Destruction!
Why does he sound like one of those like announcers at a WWE match?
Just like my muscles. Stringy. Zero flavor, coincidentally.
No meat on these bones.
Must have an equally strong appetite.
Thanks, friend.
You're not going to eat.
Probably vegetarian,
Is that what you thought? I wanted to eat you.
right?
I don't eat people.
Right?
The only thing
Rude.
I'm starved for is conversation.
Period.
That's
Company.
why I wanted to have you for lunch.
You are so judgmental.
Have you for lunch.
Have you over? One word missing.
I am Broogie, the Red Ogre.
Pleasure to meet your
Elbaf's
acquaintance.
Strongest one.
Who's Elbaf? Is this where we are?
I'm
Captain Usopp.
Lord of Destruction.
Lord of Destruction.
That name's actually already taken by Namjoon of BTS, but I think he's willing to share it with you.
Hurry up.
You were welcome to help.
That part, treating him like he's the help.
Just need to kill them before.
Mr. Zero finds out we failed and sends someone to kill us.
Already happening. The shorts, though. Show off them quads, sir.
The sun is murder on my porcelain skin.
Well, then feel free to stay in the north.
Plenty bullets here.
I like my sun, warmth, and greenery. Thank you. This feels like it belongs in a storybook. Like there's a witch who lives in there that maybe bakes children.
Aren't
3?
you two in trouble?
By any stretch? Yeah.
I've taken over your assignment. In fact, my partner's already in the jungle, putting our plan in motion. I could have some fun with you. Leave your twisted bodies on the beach for the unluckies.
I was about to say, I don't think they're into you.
The pirates have fallen in with 2 annoyingly friendly giants who could make my plan complicated.
Oh, I thought you had it in hand.
You want to try some of mine? Hey,
With the box?
I said some.
You ate his whole fish.
Are you a pirate?
Indeed. Captain of the giant warrior pirates.
It's very on the nose.
We both love meat and we're both pirate captains? What are the chances?
Besties for life.
And I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
I didn't know pirates had a king.
They don't.
I am Dory.
Hi, Dory.
This is Vivi. She's a princess.
Your Highness, should I bow?
Only if you want.
My friend. He died protecting me.
It sounds like this friend.
That's a true warrior right there.
You place their body upon a pyre and burn it, so their souls can rise to the heavens. Perhaps you would like to do the same for your
He
friend.
technically probably had that same burial. She nasty with it though.
Ikarin, your unwavering loyalty to your homeland will never be forgotten.
Period.
So I thank you. Not just for your service, but for your love.
Period.
I owe you my life.
I think Ikram would have approved of that eulogy. It was beautiful.
He was a great man.
He's crying. He about to put out this fire with his tears. All right, now we can move forward, Vivi.
When I first went overseas, I was quite surprised to find everybody else was so small.
Annoying.
Massive tree at its center. And brave warriors, famed for their honor and strength.
Sounds like Valhalla.
Even in death, our warriors live on through tales of their bravery.
Tales are Usopp's thing.
How do you face death without fear?
We'll have to continue this later.
Time to go fight to the death.
You gonna fight a volcano, bruh?
Whoever they deem righteous will be granted survival and divine protection. There is
The way this guy talks, he kind of sounds like Arnold. Arnold.
So every day when the volcano erupts, we engage in a battle to the death.
Why?
73,466 duels.
Wow.
Those battles have resulted in a draw.
I feel like Zoro and the chef would actually get along with you two.
For 300 years.
And you've been fighting for 100? Over what?
You don't even remember anymore.
At this point, I don't even remember.
Right? Does it even matter?
We may not remember why we duel, but there must be a champion in Elbaf.
I mean, at this point, after 100 years, we need to walk away with something, they said. Off you go. Have a good battle. If you do survive, bring back dinner.
Do you seriously want to see two giants duel to the death?
Yes, because if they're dueling each other, they're not going to come for us.
Didn't we set out to sea to have adventures like this?
Not your words coming back to haunt you already. Not these damn kids again. Although that might be Zoro now, because Zoro's possessed. Tagged. Too late. What in the naughty Lost Boys of Peter Pan is going on right now? That's so wasteful. And we had such a bad pomegranate season this year.
Well, while you were making a fruit salad, I carved up the entire T-Rex by myself.
Well, you do have the knife skills.
Hey, what's your problem?
You should know something's wrong. Zoro never giggles.
Well, I'm just gonna take the meat that I killed back to the Mary.
Not him being like, I gotta run away now. You're scaring me. To have this face off when he's not in his right mind is crazy.
That's why they call it Little Garden. Because it's little to them.
Even high, Nami's on point.
Just the favor of the gods.
Nami, what's up?
Clearly you don't have it because you've been fighting for 100 years. Not the hug before we beat each other. Where do they get the ale? And if they have that much, why did they steal the stuff from the Mary?
Let this ale fuel the fire in our hearts as we forge into the embrace of battle.
I feel like it's poisoned. So they put like a fresh lid on the ale every day since they didn't drink it all, or they're just gonna leave it open for the flies?
You're the strongest warrior in Elbaf!
Luffy's pose was exactly like out of the comic right there. That was great. Or out of the manga, I should say. And the fact that no one is noticing that Nami is high as a kite. Like, can y'all check on her?
I want to be just like them.
You want to be a giant?
No,
Yes, it would be helpful.
fearless like Brogy and Dory. If Elbaf is
Neither of them said they were fearless, by the way.
Those clouds look like a cat.
Mommy, are you feeling all right?
You just figured out she's not right?
My earwax fancy cannon will activate as soon as it fully dissolves. I put earwax in his baby.
I got it.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
Disgusting. Are they gonna explode? They're such sweet giants.
Maybe Dory drugged him.
What? No way. Brogy and Dory fight with integrity. They would never poison each other.
That part.
Unless we're not the only ones in the island.
Luffy now has new enemies.
Cougar guy!
That's your name now.
Wait, Luffy, wait!
So crass. Brogy's like, I fought for 100 years. I'm ready to go down.
Hey, I know you.
I'm hard to forget.
Not really. It's the outfit. It's way too loud.
Nami?
Bye, Usopp.
Things are getting a little complicated. It started out such a nice day, too.
It wasn't a fair fight! This Baroque works guy put a bomb in his ale! But Brogy went through with it anyway!
I had no idea.
He didn't.
How did I fail to notice?
Why'd you take that away from him, Usopp?
For what? Not honor.
Respectfully, I would have just kept that to myself. Rest well, my big friend.
But I can still save Nami.
That part. Maybe take out a little extra vim on Baroque works for him.
I was waiting for someone. But now I'm all lost and alone.
Sounds like a trap.
What are you waiting for?
You silly. No good deed, as they say. Miss Golden Week. Okay. She said I'm taking all 7 days, hoes. Luffy can't move now. Where did her little thing go? Couldn't she not have just sliced up her little paintboard? Just saying. Usopp, we can't be falling at very quintessential moments. The fact that this is the only person who's chill so far and just had nothing to do but cut his meat.
What up, Miss Wednesday?
What up? All that fierce fighting we saw in their first episode, she seems to have forgotten how to do all of it.
73,466 draws.
You got that at a glance? Damn, you're a fast counter.
You fought like a proud warrior, and I will give you a warrior's funeral.
Exactly.
I will find the people who did this to you.
Period.
Such anguish. Such beautiful suffering.
Everyone's a monologuer.
Gifted me the ability to produce and manipulate it.
He didn't want the details, he just wanted to know what it was.
There's purpose in your suffering. You see...
Wrap it up! Well, that's 200 milli. Things are going well. You know exactly how much trouble we're in. You're the only one who knows exactly how much trouble you're in. Not to mention the fact that you might actually understand all their different powers. So I'm picking up that Miss Color Week, whatever it is, like the colors are associated with certain emotions, right? So the one that was painted on, was yellow. Yeah, we had yellow on Zoro, and then he came like happy and giddy and kind of like, yeah, almost euphoric. Not crazy euphoric, but you know, kind of giddy. And then you had Nami getting the green, and then she became mellow, and green is usually associated with peace. And yellow also with happiness and brightness. And then blue on Luffy, which is making him seem sad and like despondent. And that's particularly rough for Luffy because we all know that he's one of the happiest kids out there. That is actually punishment for my guy. But yeah, that was another fun episode. Like the scale of this season, you can feel that it feels bigger. Like, I don't know if the budget was any bigger because I was actually surprised to find that in some shows that I thought for certain got more budget in season 2 with Netflix, they didn't. But I don't know, it feels bigger. Maybe it's just whoever's working on it has found a way to make it seem a lot more grand, but I'm loving it. I love the location. I mean, I know they were all on location for a lot of these shoots. And since they're in South Africa for a good chunk of it, this is probably some part of that, maybe. I don't know. But the point is, it looks great. And this whole idea of them getting to this island. Actually, let's first go to when they meet up with Miss Sunday on the ship, All Sunday, pardon me. And we see that All Sunday interestingly says, hey, you know what? I'm giving you the option to just disappear, right? Just go someplace where you'll never be found. We'll say that you're gone and this will all go away. Or you could go back to the island where she's like, there's a lot of things that await you. Now, obviously she was probably talking about the dinosaurs and stuff too, but she must have known Baroque Works was sending more people there. And my man Usopp, of course, as I said in the reaction, you know, he's black. Okay, my brother said, yeah, the option where I don't die. That sounds good. I can hide out forever. That's cool. I'll be alive. I'll figure it out. But we all know that Luffy is not that person, right? He's not the person to run from challenges, run from confrontation, and more than that, he don't negotiate with terrorists. So he said, nah, we're not hiding. I made a promise. I'm going to help out Vivi get home. So I can't do that if we hide out on an island forever. So plus he wants to become king of the pirates. It's, you know, he's got a very simple mission statement and he does not deviate. So anyway, he says no to that option. And we see that again, Miss All Sunday made very good points in that she said, it was very clear she didn't want to kill them, right? She's like, if I wanted to kill you guys, you'd be dead already, right? Because she snuck on board. They didn't even see her. And with her ability, she could take them out before they even knew what was wrong with them. So she made a choice to let them live. And we don't know why at this point, like what her motivation behind that is. The fact that she is kind of somewhat, if it is in fact genuine, she's going up against Baroque Works herself by letting them go and not eliminating them, which is the order. But anyway, we see that because of that, they decide to go to this island. And I feel like the growth arc in this episode was definitely for our boy Usopp, right? They get there, they decide to look for food, do some exploring, and Usopp doesn't even want to leave, right? My guy's like, it sounds dangerous, it looks dangerous. We know that my boy Usopp is about self-preservation first, But we see that Nami, after he goes back to the ship, when he sees a few things he doesn't like, Nami goes back for him and she basically gives him the pep talk, like, you got to get out there. You have to experience this. Like, we're experiencing a once in a lifetime thing here. You're going to regret it if we get back and you look back and realize you stayed on the ship when there was so much to explore, right? And so life lesson there for all of us, right? A lot of us are very scared to go into new situations or situations without certainty, but life is about pushing past what you know and pushing past the circle of the familiar and pushing into the unknown. It doesn't always turn out good, to be honest. Like, it's not like it's always going to be great, but you'll always be better and learn more from the experience in one way or another. So anyway, we see that Usopp finally does, go and, what he thought was going to be super dangerous turned out to be a wonderful experience. He made a new friend. He found someone to be aspirational to, like, again, maybe not exactly like these two warriors, but as he said, he wants to be fearless and brave and have honor. And those are great things to aspire to. Although, as I said in the episode, neither of them said they were never scared. I don't think that people always feel like being brave means you shouldn't be scared, but that's not true. True bravery is doing something in the face of fear. Fear is there. Like, we have fear to be a protection against anything that would be unnecessarily dangerous or fatal. But if we let our fear take over, it can paralyze us and keep us from doing the things we need to do to be successful and to move forward, etc. So all that to say, bravery means you push through it sometimes, even when you don't know what the outcome is going to be. And Usopp learned that in this episode with this whole adventure. And like he said, he's so glad that he didn't stay on the ship. And it's a good thing he didn't, because I have a feeling that in the next episode, we're going to see him actually end up being the savior, or a very key instrument to saving everybody. Because as we see, most of the ship's crew is now in a bad place, and we're down a giant, right? And on the other side of things, we had a pivotal point for Vivi as far as what she needs to do to kind of move forward now. She doesn't want to be in this island. She's feeling very guilty. She thinks that, I dragged these people into my mess. I just need to get back home. And Luffy kind of reassuring her that, what, we've got you. Like, you don't have to run away. We said we'd help you. And that means everything that's encompassed with that, including protecting you and protecting ourselves against anyone who comes for us because of you, right? And of course, Luffy showing off his best qualities, which is that he's very present and that he's just always so full of wonder and taking in the experience. And Vivi, of course, is looking at him like, are you a kid? Like, what's up with you? But, Luffy's just kind of like, get up here, like, get on this Brontosaurus with me and take a look at where we're at. Take a look at this moment we're in. Like, I'm aware of the fact that stuff's going down. I know bad guys are out there, bad stuff is happening, but this moment right here is priceless. It's once in a lifetime, and I'm not going to spend it worrying about ish I can't control right now, right? And so pulling her up on the Brontosaurus and making her just kind of be present and look around, and then he started asking her about her home, and that was a happy memory for her. So she just, got light and fun, and and she did for like those 5 minutes. She forgot about how heavy and crappy things are at the moment in her life, and just got to enjoy this crazy moment with this new friend, right? And the way that Luffy just kind of gave her that smile afterwards, like, see, like, this is kind of why I live where I live, which is in this happy present place, because it's a lot more fun here, first of all, but also it's a better place to be for so many reasons. And so we see that turned into them meeting the other giant, and then the giant kind of helping her talk through her grief, because losing Igaram was not that long ago, and she didn't really have a chance to process it. So in this episode, she gave that beautiful eulogy and did the symbol of letting him go. She didn't have a body to honor in that way, but she had one of his last gifts. And like I said, beautiful eulogy. And you see that, one of the rare moments where Luffy is very somber, because he clearly, is empathizing with her in that moment. But also, even though Luffy doesn't sit there as someone who sits in a revengeful mindset, Baroque Works definitely has hit his poop list for a moment. He doesn't have a very big shit list, but Baroque Works is on it, particularly Mr. Booger Fruit there, because now this is two people that he loved that giant, and he now knows that Igaram is a man. So yeah, Luffy ain't gonna go easy on that man. That's for certain. But anyways, I thought that was a beautiful moment, and obviously pivotal for Vivi's character. So now she can actually focus more on what's coming forward for her. Igaram was great, but that's her past now. There's nothing more she can do for him. And like I said, Luffy just kind of, again, getting her to focus more on the present and what's ahead of her. And that's, again, the show's got a lot of great life lessons, and that's a great life lesson for us. We tend to, if you're feeling a lot of anxiety or depression or low points, a lot of times it's because you're mired in things that are not in the present. You might be worried about what happened before, things that, you know, led to maybe where you're at right now, or worrying about things that haven't come yet. That's anxiety. And the reality is all you can do and control is the moment in front of you, the current moment. So that's what you should be focusing on, and let the other stuff go as much as possible. And so, yeah, I feel like that was a great theme in this episode, outside of what happened, of course, with Usopp. But yeah, we're to the point now where things are starting to heat up. We have 4 Baroque Works agents on the island right now that we know of. They're all at the higher levels. So yeah, this is not going to be an easy pickle to get out of. And right now, the only person who, or only 2 people who are not currently captured or compromised are Usopp and why do I keep forgetting the chef's name? I feel so bad, but yeah, it's the 2 of them. So, you know, I mean, it's an interesting combo, but we love to see what they're going to be capable of in the next episode, and I look forward to it. So yeah, I enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.